Nestled between the mountains and the desert, there emerged a figure whose wisdom transcended the vastness of the sandy region. Prophet Idris, known to many as Enoch in the Judeo-Christian tradition, arose as a beacon of enlightenment. The lineage of prophethood unfolded like a sacred scroll, with Idris being born 6 generations after Adam. Each generation bore witness to the trials and tribulations of human existence, and with the passage of time, the mantle of divine prophethood was passed from Adam to Sheeth and now to Idris. The people of that era, despite their virtues, found themselves lost in the labyrinth of uncertainty. Their hearts yearned for guidance, and their souls thirsted for a connection to the divine. It was in this vessel of spiritual need that Prophet Idris emerged, a man whose footsteps resonated with the echoes of divine revelation. Idris was endowed with a spirit of exceptional depth. He was known for his lowered gaze, a gaze that bore the weight of centuries and contemplated the mysteries of creation. His eyes, pools of deep reflection, were not easily swayed by the fleeting distractions of the world. In the bustling markets and amidst the clamor of daily life, Idris maintained a demeanor that displayed peace. In the Quran, he's mentioned, "And we bestowed the same favor upon Ismail, Idris, and Zulkifl." Patience was his virtue, a quality that set him apart in a world often hurried and restless. In the face of difficulty, Idris remained steadfast, his heart unmoved by the storms that raged around him. His patience was not passive, it was an active surrender to the divine will, a trust that flowed from the depths of his being. It was during his time that the art of writing was revealed to humanity. Idris, in his wisdom, recognized the power of preserving divine messages for future generations. Idris, the embodiment of patience, observed with a heavy heart as the stems of corruption extended within his people and the people of Qabil. The rebels, pushed by their defiance, spread discord and malice. The tranquility of the lands began to fade, and the Prophet knew that action must be taken to preserve the sanctity of God's creation. In a moment that echoed through the ages, Idris, the gentle guide, took up arms, not in aggression, but in defiance of righteousness. With a heart laden with sorrow, he assembled a righteous force, a group of individuals committed to upholding the values of justice and virtue. This was a departure from the norm, for prophets before him had conveyed their messages with words and prayer. Yet, the gravity of the situation called for a different approach. With the sword of justice in hand and the banner of righteousness spread out, Idris led his followers against the agents of corruption. His eyes, once lowered in reflection, now blazed with the intensity of a divine purpose. The clash between the forces of virtue and vice reverberated through the land, a battle between light and shadow. Idris, though reluctant in wielding the sword, understood the necessity of confronting evil head-on. In the heat of battle, the Prophet's heart remained a reservoir of mercy, even as he stood resolute against the forces of corruption. The struggle was hard, and the land bore witness to a clash of ideologies. Yet in the end, Idris prevailed, not through the triumph of arms alone, but through the triumph of righteousness. The rebels were subdued, and the land was once again bathed in a soft glow of divine harmony. Idris is mentioned in the Quran and mentioned in the book, O Prophet, the story of Idris. He was surely a man of truth and a prophet, and we elevated him to an honorable status. Centuries later in Medina, this very point about Idris reaching a high level was being discussed between a young seeker of knowledge named Abdullah ibn Abbas with one of the illustrious companions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Ubay ibn Ka'b, who stood as a source of knowledge. Abdullah ibn Abbas approached Ubay ibn Ka'b with a burning question. The young man's eyes gleamed with curiosity as he inquired about a verse in the Quran that spoke of a unique honor bestowed upon Prophet Idris. "O Ubay," Abdullah began, "I have heard of a verse concerning Idris. Can you shed light on this divine decree?" Ubay ibn Ka'b, a man whose eyes had witnessed the revelation and whose heart had absorbed its wisdom, smiled gently. He motioned for Abdullah to sit and began to narrate further to the story. One blessed day, as Idris stood in prayer, he was visited by a celestial angel. Allah, in His infinite mercy, told Idris, "O Idris, I have chosen you for a special honor. Each day I shall grant you the rewards of all of mankind for your devotion and righteousness." From that moment onward, Idris walked the earth as a vessel of divine blessings. His every step, his every breath, carried with it the weight of the deeds and merits of the entire human race. However, a thought played with his mind. One day, as Idris stood beneath the vastness of the celestial dome, his eyes gazing upon the stars that mirrored the countless souls in the cosmos, a yearning overcame him. He felt a calling, an impulse to seek the counsel of the heavens. With a heart filled with humility, Idris turned to his friend, the celestial being entrusted with the secrets of the divine order. Idris spoke with a soft murmur carried by the desert breeze. "I seek your guidance. Is it possible to request Allah for an extension of my days upon this earthly plane, so that the gift of countless deeds continues?" The angel, with features that reflected both compassion and somberness, regarded Idris with a gaze that pierced through the realms of existence. "O Prophet Idris," the angel responded, "the decree of Allah is inscribed in the eternal fabric of the universe. The span of a life is a matter ordained by divine wisdom, and the course of time unfolds according to a plan beyond mortal comprehension." Idris, though humbled by the angel's words, persisted in his plea. Driven by a yearning that stemmed from the depths of his soul, days turned into nights, and Idris continued his prayers, seeking guidance from the one who held the threads of destiny. As time unfolded, the angel observed the unwavering devotion of Idris and the sincerity that permeated his every supplication. Touched by the purity of his plea, the angel, moved by divine compassion, decided to carry Idris into the heavens to speak with the angel of death to see if it was indeed possible. As Idris ascended through the celestial spheres, guided by the luminous wings of the angel, they reached the fourth level of heaven. It was there, amidst the celestial splendor, that another celestial being awaited, the angel of death, entrusted with the solemn duty of collecting the souls of mortals. When the angel and Idris approached the fourth level, the angel of death, though a being of divine obedience, found himself astonished. He spoke with reverence. "O angel, I am bewildered. Allah instructed me to take the soul of Idris on the fourth level of heaven. How is it that he stands here?" the angel began to narrate the celestial journey of Idris. He described how he wanted to request that his life be extended so he could continue to receive the good deeds of his people. With profound realization, the angel of death bowed before the divine wisdom and said, Subhanallah, glory be to Allah, the knower of all things. His wisdom transcends our understanding, and his decree unfolds in a way that only he comprehends. As the divine decree was fulfilled, Idris' soul departed the earthly realm from the fourth level of heaven, leaving a celestial echo that resonated through the heavens. Ubay concluded, such was the honor bestowed upon Idris, a testament to the boundless mercy of our Creator. This divine decree, a reflection of Allah's wisdom, serves as a reminder that those who walk in the path of righteousness may find themselves chosen for extraordinary blessings beyond the limits of human understanding.